welcome back to a new video. In this one, we need to talk about the K.O II 2.0 updates. On this new version, you get the resampling, you get the song mode, you get a sidechain compressor, and a couple more things. Let's begin with the resampling. I've got 2 bars of a pattern on, different groups, and the group D is just completely empty. So what I want to do, I want to resample this and assign it to a slot on the group D. So for this, you need to go to the group where you want to assign the sampling, and then you need to go to the sample. Now, when you go there, now you have different options. You have mic, and now you have RSP, which is resample. If you have an input connected, you will have more options like resample mono or resample stereo. Now notice when I go to RSP, I have 2 main options, the stereo one or the other one, which is the mono. So you can resample on mono or stereo. In this case, I want to do stereo. To resample, we need to use the hands-free method. This is, something new with the 2.0. First, I'm going to try the mic. I'm going to go back and use the mic. The X is still the level and the Y is still the threshold. I guess I'm gonna leave it there. And to do the hands-free sample, you need to hold Shift and then select the pad where you want to assign the sample. And it will start, recording. If I do something and then press sample, we can listen to the sample. And it will start, recording. There you go. So if you want to retake the sample, you can go back to sample and it will delete it and you can start over. There you go. On resample, it works the same way. You need to go to Shift and then press the pad. But now, notice that it's awaiting for you to do something. It's just not listening to my voice and triggering the sample, the sampling. I'm gonna go to play, and when I play it, it's just gonna record whatever is that I was playing back. If I go to that sample, to that slot, I get the whole thing. I'm going to press the sample so I can just do it again. So my pattern was 2 bars long. Whenever we do the freehand sampling and we start sampling, it will record those 2 bars. If I had 4, it will record 4. If I had, 5, it will do 5. Now we still can decide how many bars we want to record from that take. And when it says 0, it means that when you press the play, it will record whatever is that you have. If you go to the plus and the minus, it will say ln1, which is length of 1, I guess, and 2, and then 3, and 4, and so on and on. So right here, you can decide how many bars you want to take. I'm going to say 1, and instead of 2 bars, it will record 1 single bar. Notice that if I play it back, it's just 1 single bar and not 2. I'm going to press the sample to retake it. And what you can do also, you can record different variations by using your effects. So I'm going to go to Shift, and then I will go to the hands-free sampling, and I will just select, pretty much all. And now I can go here and then use the fader and use something, to affect the whatever pattern I'm playing. So if I play it back, it will just sample that. Now, if I stop it and then just go to the group and I play it back, notice it's just recording the take with the effects or just whatever we do with the fader. I'm going to go to a scene where I know there's nothing. If I play back, there's nothing. So I can go here and just play it manually. So we can go to that slot, do the sampling, Shift, and then just leave it ready. And now when I go back to the group, I can start playing and then just do the take. And now when we go back, we can, manually record something and put it on a slot. Right, so the next big thing on this update is the song mode. As you might know, we work with patterns and scenes. The song mode will use your scenes to create a song. Essentially, we change scenes. You need to have the scenes ready before you go to the song mode. I got 4 different scenes with different patterns. If I play it back, I am on the scene number 1. If I maybe go to the scene number 2, we have more things. If I go to the scene number 3, different combinations of the A, B, and C group. And if I go to the 4, we have something else. So, I have something going on right here. So now what we need to do, we need to go to the song mode and create a song with all those scenes. To enter the song mode, you need to hold the main and then just press enter. And once you go there, it will say L01. A song can be up to 99 scenes. So this is the length of the song, of course. So first, on the number 1, we need to assign a scene to the first position. And you can do it by using the plus and the minus, but you need to hold the shift. So if we hold shift, we need to assign one of the different scenes that we have to the L1. Once we release the L1, we'll be playing the scene number 1. And if I play it back, it will just play the scene number 1. That's it. To add a new part or a new length, or L, I guess, go to Shift and then press the A. And this will just go to the 2. Now, behind the scenes, it will kind of not do it for you. So you need to do it manually. Go to Shift, hold it, and then assign the L2 to the, scene number 2. And if I play it back from the beginning, I'm going to go maybe back to the number 1. If I play it back, we can see the 1, and then it will go to the 2, of course. And just like that, you create your song. I'm going to just do it again. Hold the shift, go to the A, it will take the 2, go to the 3, and then on the 3, I'm going to play the scene number 1. I'm going to do the same, hold the shift, go to the A, it will create the 4. I'm going to hold the shift, well, maybe go to the 4, hold the shift, and then go to the scene number 4. And now, if I navigate all the way back to the beginning of the song, if I play it back, we get the scene number 1, which is 2 bars. Then we will get the 2, I guess. Again, it's just 2 bars. And then we get the 3, and at some point, we will get the 4. We have a couple more things, but before that, if we play the song, when the song ends, the playback will stop. And also, the X and the Y, the icons that we get, when we are playing the song, it will let you know the scene and the song duration. So it's just letting you know the song progression. So if I play it back, at the left, the X is the song, and this one is the scene. When the scene ends, it's just going to the next one and just letting you know when the scene is about to end and when it's about to, end the song. And it's done. Just like we did with the plus and the minus, we can navigate the different positions of the song. But also what we can do, we can go to Shift and then just play, and it will always start from the beginning. It doesn't matter if we are on a different scene, and while we are playing back, we just can, go back to a different position. Shift and play, it will always go back to the beginning. So what if we want to edit this song? Well, first, you can go to the Shift, go to the position, just hold the shift and then change the scene. That's what you can do. But maybe I want to remove a position. Well, you can cut. If you go to Shift, I'm going to cut maybe the number 3. I'm going to hold the Shift and then press the C. Once you do it, it's going to say cut, and when you do so, it's going to move everything that was behind that position will be moved forwards or backwards, depends on how you see it. So now if I play it back, we have the scene number 4 on the position 3. Then what you can do, you can paste it. Maybe I'm going to go to a different position. When we cut, it will copy whatever we cut to the local memory. So if I do Shift and then just do D, it's going to say paste. And now on the 2, we have the scene number 3. And if we go to the 3, we have the 2. And then if we go to the 4, we have the 4. So yeah, when you paste, basically you are inserting something on that current position, and everything that is behind will be moved forwards or backwards. Again, depends on how you see it. Still, since we work with scenes, it's just very easy to go to a position and just, adjust the different scenes. On this one, I want the 2. On this one, I want the 3. And on this one, I want the 4. So when we play it back, we will always get what we want, I guess. Okay, so that's it. One more thing. If we are out of the song mode, by holding the main and then going to the play, it will start playing back the song. The next big thing is the sidechain compressor, and I'm going to use the same example that we had from before. So I guess I have my kick right here. So I want to use this to, duck the rest of the groups. To access, we need to go to Shift, just press and hold, and then go to the effects. And now with the plus and the minus, we can go to the sidechain compressor. Since first we need to select the source that this will use as a sidechain, as a trigger, we need to select it. And notice that the groups, they have a light. And this is very important for the sidechain. To select the one that will trigger the compressor, we need to go to the group, then just hold it. Now notice that the lights are on. So we need to select the sample or slot that will trigger the compressor. If I do this, that one is the kick. But we can select multiple sources within a group. In this case, I just want to use the kick. Once I release, it will go back. And notice the lights are on for the rest of the groups. Now on this screen, on the sidechain screen, this one is off because this one is the source, but the other ones are the destination, what it will be sidechain or duct. So to change them or to turn them on, you just can go to Shift, hold it, and the screen will let you know what will be duct. In this case, the group B, C, or D. And to deselect them, if you don't want to sidechain, you just tap them and it will be off, or you can add everything to the group. Notice it says all. Now in this case, if this is just going to sound a little bit weird, I'm going to compress or sidechain the B, the C, and the D. And no, you cannot go to a group and select individual parts. The sidechain will compress the whole group. Once you release, if you play it back, you will hear or notice that something is going on. Still, again, the lights of the groups are really important, especially on the sidechain. I'm gonna go again, just make sure that this one is the one that will do the sidechain, and then you have the X and the Y controls. The X is the shape, and the X is the length. So if I go here, I'm gonna be changing the length, and notice that the lights are doing something now. So the lights, they will show you how the compressor is ducking. Now the X is the length. Notice it's just super long. If I go all the way up, it's just super short. So it's just like the release, let's say. All the way up, super long. Just a little bit closed, and it's just faster. And the other one, it's the shape. And this one is kind of the aggressiveness of the ducking. If I go down, it's just going to be very mild. If I go up, we get a just more hardcore type of sound. Now, I can go to Shift, and if I select all, we are going to be getting this weird sound because we are triggering with the kick that lives on the same group. So now we can really hear how it's doing the ducking. If I go down in the length, this is super short, and then I can go here and just make it less aggressive. If I go all the way down, we can get it, but that's how it works. So again, if you want to sidechain, you can sidechain the other groups and leave that one alone. And just like that, we get this sidechain compressor. The next addition on the 2.0 version is that now we have more intervals. If you don't know what this is something that we use when we quantize or repeat. So if I go to the timing, we have more intervals. So before we had less, but now, we can really use this. And this is something that you can do when you maybe hold the timing. You just can re-trigger the samples, and before we had less, but now we can do more. We have more options. Maybe if I go there to triplets, we get it, and now we can go and just do that. And also, of course, this will affect the time correct. But that's it. You have more intervals. Before you had less. Now, the ones we just discussed are the most notable updates, but we got a couple more. They've increased the polyphony. Also, if I maybe go and play something back, now what we can do, we can go to main, just press it, and then we can freely go to a scene, which I really don't remember if this is something we could do before, but now, now we can do it. That's fine. Another thing that you get is they expanded what you can do with MIDI. For example, we can use MIDI through now. And to access this, go to Shift and then go to the Erase so you can access to the system. And once you are there, you just go to MIDI, you go to Enter, and now you can go to Through. And then Enter, and you can just turn it on. They also improved the MIDI implementation. So if you go to the manual, you have a lot more options now that you can use in terms of MIDI, which is super useful, especially if you use KO with an external controller. So you have more options now. Another function that I think is a good addition on the 2.0 update is the sync. Before, it was global, but now is a per project type of value. And okay, so hopefully you liked all of this. And if you did and you learned something new, remember at the bottom you have links for PayPal, YouTube Thanks, and Patreon.